Shabbat Shalom. In this week's Torah portion, Miketz, Joseph is propelled from the dungeon into Pharaoh's palace. I've always read this part of the Torah as an immigration story. Joseph comes to a foreign land with absolutely nothing, and through faith in his relationship with God, he thrives. The Joseph narrative is our people's story of the American dream, like our parents or grandparents, surviving oppression, coming to a new land and building an incredibly successful life. The Joseph story always falls on or around Hanukkah, a holiday that also asks us to wrestle with questions of identity, assimilation, and belonging. Who are we? Who do we dream to be? Joseph's story always reminds us that change is both slow and swift. It happens in obvious and hidden ways. It can strike like lightning. After years of waiting, it moves imperceptibly, day after day, until normal snaps and yields to something new. I've always loved this simple verse. And they hurriedly brought him from the pit, and he shaved, and he switched out his clothes, and he came to Pharaoh. In just one verse, Joseph begins as a prisoner, smelly and dirty, rattly clad. And in just a few words, he is clean-shaven, well-dressed, a high-end dream consultant to the most powerful ruler in the land. It's a moment of radical and rapid transformation. Joseph became vice president of Egypt at age 30. And 9 years later, after 7 years of plenty and 2 years of famine, his brothers come to buy food. So Joseph's dream that his brothers would one day bow down to him took until he was 39. He had that dream when he was 17. It took 22 years for that dream to come true. A great rabbi once said we should wait as long as 22 years for a good dream to come true. We learned this from Joseph. Actually, there are 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet. Through combinations of these 22 letters, we can express all our thoughts and our ideas. If we were to lack even one letter, we would be unable to formulate certain words and ideas. So change can happen after 22 years or right away. Be ready.